All right, all right. Welcome, welcome. It is Thursday evening, 7 p.m., 7:01 on the East Coast. And so we are here live with Liberty Aid Academy's founder, John McCaig, and coming to you every week. And this week in the classroom, I noticed someone was worried if they got too rich too fast inside the trust. Would that set off alarms? So that's the name of the show tonight is Too Rich Too Fast with this trust. And so how much in danger is someone getting rich too fast with this trust? Does that set off flags? Let's start right off with that one. Unless you have a big announcement or anything like that.
No, I don't. That's funny.
So too rich too fast. Can it happen?
Yeah, and it reminds me of a joke that I told someone, a few someones, because became a standard joke on this topic of my response to this kind of thinking. Chris, it's like, yeah, it's so good. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm down at the beach, and all the drum circle people are hanging out there, and some of them are poor and living in their cars and stuff like that. And I have information that would be useful to them. Sometimes I tell them or whatever. And this time they're standing around with me, and they just say, "Oh man, I wish I need some money like right now. I need this one guy." And his name was Freedom, and he ended up moving because he didn't have any money. I'm not kidding. I'm not making this up. Anyway, sweet guy. I think he's in Georgia now. Anyway, I need some money. I was like, hey, listen, I'll tell you what. You can get millions of dollars in a heartbeat. You just, where Freemason Hall is down on Main Street, you just head down there or go to one in Venice. It don't matter. That was down by the bridge. Anyway, I tell them where the locations are. I was like, you just go down there, right? Get my trust. I'll help you with it. I'll just do the paperwork since you need money so bad. Hey, you're a nice guy. I'll fill the trust, right? And so, first, last name, trust, you have this thing ready. Don't sign it or nothing like that, okay? Don't do that. But you're ready to sign it, got a notary, okay. Go down to Freemason Hall, night before. They'll open the door before you get there. Sell your soul to the devil, right? Get the millions, and then open the trust the next day. If you make it, transfer the money in. Boom. Okay. It's only so many hours you got to live. So, hey, that's the way to get some real money real fast. And the only way I know. So, I suppose there are other pieces of the script that could happen in case like an inheritance or something like that. Let's say, oh, hey, this money got dropped on me. If I put it in the trust, is they going to take it away? No. Once it's in the trust, it's all locked. But
Right.
I'm just saying that the odds of you getting a whole bunch of money is, we're not on that team.
Well, it's not the trust itself that is going to make the money, but you earning income, like somebody who has a business like Roxy, making big deals with the government and other contracts and all this kind of stuff. She's got income, real income, solid stuff coming in there, and she's wildly successful. But obviously, red flags haven't been raised for her. And I have real estate commissions going in that are lump sums that are fairly sizable at points, and no one's said anything at the end of the year when I don't file taxes, or in the middle of the year when they show up in deposits in my account. So
I mean, Roxy's taking multi-million-dollar payment for federal contracts into her trust.
Right.
What are you talking about? Like, and other people at her level, for a giant family business of earthworks, of reclaiming landfills with all the heavy equipment and all this giant risk associated with it and all that. Everybody's got to live and to lose no arms and stuff like that. You got to be pretty good at your work to make that level of money and danger and all that kind of stuff. So, that's not an issue. That's why it's not an issue at all. We could go in it. There's a specific individual that doesn't mind me talking about her because she's said the same thing on our program before. I used to have a testimonial up until he's like, hey, can you please take that down? Yeah, I was like, I got your affidavit. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Another one of those. Those happen, but I bet this guy ties this guy to beast, and part of his testimonial to that and all using the trust was, "I've run $25 million through your trust."
Right.
It's like, yeah, thanks for having me take that down. But anyway, yeah, it's a total non-issue at all. Like millions of dollars to our overlords is like nothing. It's like
Nothing. Right.
having it's like having, you know, I saw a quarter on the ground. I didn't even bother to stop. I saw a penny. I remember when I was younger. Maybe I would have stopped. Hey, how you doing? Like
Right.
they're just like you are so not on their radar. Like millions. They don't want you to have
Oh,
money, of course, to make our life,
yeah.
perfectly evil as slaves. We're just like the non-player characters that have no idea, will never accept the truth. They're like, I was spinning on a ball that's going 990 miles an hour under my feet. And it's tilted at 66.6 degrees. It's going around the sun at
Yeah.
66,600 miles an hour. And it covers at 66.6 degrees. It's just like, there's no hope for you. Okay, got it. You know what I mean? Like, that's most people
Yeah.
right there. And so, I don't know. Most, people don't know about this, so they haven't looked into it. But yeah, the super rich use this type of trust. They use trust in
Yeah.
Chase Bank and
Yeah.
all the banks at Schwab. They use the same banks you do. They live in the same town you do. Only
Yep.
thing
Yep.
is, they got all the money and all the land that we pay like slaves for, rent or mortgage or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
There's
Pamela Poe in the house. Greetings, everyone.
Pamela. That's the lady right
And
there.
more of our friends there. Let me tell you what I learned this week, which was surprising and new. There and I know that you recommend everyone hold a little bit of gold, silver, coins, hard money, the two things that are only real money. Everything else is
U.S.
just
minted gold buffalo
right.
coins. Yeah,
Everything else is just fake paper, right?
it's not as
And
it's not as trustworthy because you
right,
got the treasury breathing down your neck saying,
yeah,
"Hey, that ain't ours."
right.
So that's how they make it safe. That's all I'm
But
saying.
the one thing that I kind of live by is in playing this game with these evil people is to follow the money, right? And
Yeah.
so following the money now, Bitcoin and crypto is starting to get crazy again after a couple of years of dried up. But now, now in Trump's first term, he was, cryptos for money laundering and evil people and drug dealers, and don't not good.
Presidents, you mean
This
like that
th-
crew? Yeah.
this time around, he wants to make America the crypto capital of the world, and the only what to play the game, I just will need to follow the money. So he's right up there with the evil people in the game, right? Playing the game. He is now his sorry, not him. He's the president of the United States. His family, the Donald Trump media company slash financial whatever his company name is that his kids run, is the number 6 holder of Bitcoin in the world. There are only 5 people above them: BlackRock and Michael Saylor's company, MicroStrategy. Those 1 and 2, and then after that, it's 3, 4, 5. He's number 6. His family owns 6, and so now his job, which he can't be involved in his family's company, but his kids, his name on the company. They now own. They're in position number 6, and he, as president, is pushing for a Bitcoin reserve where the country is going to go out and get Bitcoin for the country and I guess usurp what's his name, Powell, with the Fed rate and all this kind of stuff. I mean, they're playing games. They're just shuffling the money around, right? Mm-hmm. This guy Powell's gonna print more money, and then he's gonna take the money and go buy Bitcoin with it, and then he's gonna say we're gonna use Bitcoin to level stuff. Whatever he's gonna do, it doesn't matter because his kids are this number 6 holders in the world. It's just. If you take one step back and look at that, you go, this is absolutely crazy. This guy who's supposed to be the most powerful guy in the world.
Crazy, because let me interject 2 items into what you're saying, okay? First of all, he's not playing the game. He's not. He already knows the outcome of the entire script. You're not
Right.
playing the game if you know everything. We're playing the game over here.
Right. 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 Right.
He ain't playing the game. He knows everything. He knows when every stock's gonna go up, when it's gonna go down, Bitcoin, otherwise, how?
Yeah.
But that's one thing. So he's not playing the game. He's just playing a script, and he has all the answers. And the second thing is, like I've been saying for many years, Bitcoin is how you purchase souls off books. Period. That's how you do it, and then you can turn it into Federal Reserve notes. But that's what it's for. I got my offer in Federal Reserve notes
Right.
in 2016. Okay, I got it in Federal Reserve notes, but they had to go off books. That's a lot of money. You're buying souls out there. This money starts to add up to trillions. They're
Sure.
at 2.6 trillion every year of soul purchases on the books. On the books. In other words, hey, we're buying this contract over here. They're shuffling money through. Build a street or so. To build a whatever. Do some NASA stuff where you go to the moon and just make some stuff up. We don't care no more. Make a war. Yeah. Oh, we're making stuff for a war. Hey, make some videos. We have a war. Remember in Vietnam was like the carnage you would see on TV and stuff. Fortunately,
Yeah.
no one has died in any bloody way in Russia or whatever that place they're fighting over. I don't remember the name of it, but it's like, could you all just bother to do any war footage whatsoever? Like, maybe you could make it sound real. The whole thing is fake. The whole thing. They know everything that goes up and down and all that stuff. So they're buying off book souls with it, and no, he ain't playing the game. So unless you have the script and you are not playing the game yourself, or you know everything and you're one of them, in which case I don't even need to say anything to you. You either are or you aren't. You know every single thing. You can never forget it because you remember the time limit being like, you're insane because you can't get out of it. You know what I mean? You know everything and every location for ultimate like, obviously they know everything because they're morons, they're idiots, they're so stupid. You think waving, look at the dumb stuff they do. Man, I got a bigger truck, then a bigger pickup truck, then a bigger pickup truck, bigger I got a boat bigger than my boat, bigger than my boat, I got a house bigger than my tower, than my tower, than my tower. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What you have they're not intelligent in any way. Look at your design of like giant beehive metal and glass things that we're supposed to think that is in some way, I don't know what, good. Are you kidding me? That's the ugliest. You just build one monstrous horrible beehives. It's a horror what he builds, and almost everyone else. Like, they're not intelligent, they're not forward thinking. They're like, if you look at the structures they build, they're actually insects in human form. You know what I'm saying? Look at what they're building. They're making like hives. Like, they're an insect. They're not human. I don't think they're human. Well, they're some sort of form of subhuman, whatever, but they ain't human. So the thing is, we can't be like them. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know what they know. We're not what they are. You have how many bajillions of millions, and your job is to get on planes and go to cities and walk over homeless people and just don't even care. And get back on the plane and just go home and be like, man, is my dinner ready? Like, what is your job again? Just to walk around and be, it's crazy. It's crazy. The whole thing is insanity. So it's important to make money. It is, but like, what to invest in? Because they do. Oh man, it's so crazy what they're doing. They're obviously they're going up for some big crescendo thing. That's like, oh, we crashed it, so you need us again. Like, you always do that crap. So, we pop bubbles. We're not in a bubble. I mean, we are in a bubble. Wait, make up your mind. We're on a bubble. We're in a bubble. Which one? So anyway, I hear what you're saying and stuff, and it's crazy because obviously Trump's a great negotiator and got the most for his soul. Congratulations. That's all I see there. I'm just saying, that's the reality. He is a great negotiator, so you got a lot. Good for you, Donald, man. Yeah, hey, I got my family in on it too. So hey, we're all in. Okay, we'll give you the biggest number. I mean, okay, good. Like we shouldn't aspire to anything they do. It's just everything is wrong-headed. Uh, I think it's important to get, like I've done, you're an whoever I'm speaking to out there, you're interested in this work, conserving your money, looking over it, looking over your family and stuff like that. You're an expert in the field you're in, you know what I mean? You're focused on your life, you're doing what you're doing. These things using the trust. Okay, 501c3 status automatically. You don't report to the IRS. You don't pay the IRS. All the stuff that we do here, more money into your family's pocket, period, or into your pocket. That's it. That's it. That's what we do. And then the government puts it there and the government gets nothing. Don't support them and their antics. We were forced to. Now we're not forced to. This is non-reporting, meaning this is a structural change. It's not like an LLC. Well, what if I do this and I got a tax? Blah, blah, blah. Nope. Structural change. The bank account is open. You have a debit card, whatever. Money goes in. You wire it in. How it goes in through Stripe. However it goes in, and then it goes out. It doesn't matter as long as it's not illegal. Like you're not. Hey, I could become a drug kingpin. No, can't do things illegal. But outside of that, anything is no longer business or personal. It just goes in or out. This is a Christian solution. You sign up. The IRS, the federal government, all state governments, every law firm in the United States, Canada, the states, the counties, they all accept this because the In God We Trust is using this method. So, you want to sign up with Jesus Christ? Oh, okay, we do that. It's a Christian country. Same with Canada. You're good to go. And they respect that, give you an EIN, go down to the bank, get a bank account, get a Schwab account, get real estate, own any asset, a title, a deed, what have you. This is the way they run Earth, with a trust like this. So they're not going to say, you can't do it. They're doing it. I'm an accountant. I'm an auditor. Like Tim says, how are they doing it? Oh, this is how you're doing it. Okay, we'll copy that part. But the things that we can't copy are the things we can't do, the abilities we don't have. We don't know the information they have. We haven't sold our souls, so we don't have that part. So we accept what we can do. And then we're like, good God, they're just, they're not one of us.
Yeah.
How many homeless people can you make to make the 6th largest Bitcoiner in the world, owner in the world? It's like, how evil can you be,
Sabrina's asking, I don't understand. Is it good to invest in crypto or not? I just bought a bunch of XLM with my trust in the Kraken account. Thank you.
I don't know the future of Bitcoin. Do you? I'm just saying they do. And so that's the issue. If you like, Vegas and stuff like that, and you're like, here we go, then it's for you. If not, you don't have the information. You don't know when they're going to go, hey, COVID. You don't know what the thing they're going to do is when. You don't. It could be tonight. You don't know. Right. Hey, so you don't Mount Gox. Anybody Mount Gox? Anyone Mount Gox? Anyone? My God, 90% of Bitcoin went missing on one day when Mount Gox. Oh, everything disappeared. Nobody remembers that. What? How many years was that ago? What? Mount Gox. That was the biggest exchange there was. All the money, right. All the crypto goes missing from the biggest, Bitcoin exchange. What?
Well,
not me.
Let me explain the Mount Gox thing before we go further. Mount Gox was hacked, but what was hacked was that people kept their secret keys, their passwords, and everything online with Mount Gox. It wasn't that Bitcoin was stolen. It was corrupted by the fact that everyone kept their passwords and all their stuff on the exchange through that Mount Gox. So
gone.
That was gone through that exchange. They were careless. It wasn't crypto that was the problem. It was Mount Gox's security for people's accounts.
And at that time, there was basically no other way to turn your crypto into money.
Yes.
So it was almost all the crypto.
Yeah.
And now, like, and
That
people
was
want
big.
to do that again? Sure. Well, you're in Vegas. Why
Well,
not? Go ahead.
well, I don't want to I don't want to scare Raina away. I think you should be, and this is not a financial show, but I think you should be somewhat diversified, and I do believe in the gold strategy that John talks about. So you should have gold, hard gold, physical gold, the Buffalo gold that he's talking about, those coins, because those obviously gold has gone up to over $3,000 an ounce now. I mean, it's been a great investment. But
better than real estate.
I'm in real estate too. I love real estate, and they're not making any more of that. So I like real estate.
Actually,
I like gold.
let's just talk about they're not making more of it. They're actually making a huge amount of it because all the boomers are going into it. You know what I'm saying? They're making more dirt actually out of boomers, and their dirt's got to be sold to somebody with all these extra bedrooms and nobody has any children. So yeah,
I have 5.
Really, literally making more dirt.
I did a great job multiplying, my stuff there. But diversification is not bad. And I was talking about playing the game, and you got to take it for what it's worth. I know it's casino like stuff, but I mean that's what the stock market is too. It's a casino that they run, and they put out numbers. Oh, we had a great quarter. We had a bad quarter.
You're right. No disagreement on my end. It's the books, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So,
of course.
Right, cooking the books. I mean, everything's great, and then some CEO gets caught with his hands around somebody else at a concert, and that company is now out of business. So I mean, you can't make this up. So yeah, you have to take everything with the amount of risk that you can handle.
All assets are record level valuations in dollars. Yeah. So, and they're plummeting at this point. They're basically plummeting, except for the food you eat is stuff that we know you have to eat. We're going to make that high. But I mean, because 50% of the boomers are going to be dead, like just naturally in the next 10 years or less. Who's gonna, who wants to live in the suburb? Who wants all these places? You know what I'm saying? And who wants to have 3 houses? Who can, you can mow yards in different states and own different houses. Like, how long can you keep that up? Until what age? You know what I'm saying? You can have a house in Florida, you can have a house in New York. They both got laws. Like, how much you want to go through with this? And the boomers like, well, maybe I don't need 3 of them. Maybe I don't need 2. Maybe I'll just have 1. That's what's happening right now everywhere, because they're getting old. They can't mow all the, clean every room and stuff. And they're certainly didn't update any of the kitchens or fixtures or anything. Who wants these fucking old houses? Not the young people. They're like, what the, some of it's cool. Get it before like 1950 untouched, you know what I'm saying? Which is like none. But and it's got to be a mansion, because then when the evil ones get like, oh, this is great, this is perfect for me, that's who kept it. Maybe one of the bugs died, and you get one of the but it's a mansion, you can't afford it. So I'm just saying, we're gonna, like, Florida is the first to experience, because this is where what do they call Florida? God's waiting room, so we're dropping like flies out here. And all the crypto came in, and the PPP and the EIDL and all the COVID. Hey, sell your soul. When all the MDs are like, yeah, totally. I don't actually, this doesn't pay well enough. If you could give me, 10 million in Bitcoin, pay off my student loan. Yeah, I'm with the devil. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all just went for it. You're like, what? That's a great bonus. Okay, yes, we'll do whatever you say. And we don't work anymore. You're great. Fantastic. You just kick them all out and don't help anyone. This is what? Of course we'll sell for that. We don't work and we get paid. Yeah, no, great. Yeah, no, the big sellout happened, and everybody's like, great money managers that the bugs are, and the non-playing creators. Wow, we got money. Spend it all. Let's get a house today. They
Right.
all had the same thought. Then they all did it. It's like, well, they're running out of houses. Quick, get another one. And here we are today. It's like, yeah, who's, you know, what? Who's mowing your grass? Like some Florida grass is like as tall as me. You know, you can't even take care of your houses, and it's worth how much? Wait, what? No, it's not. No, it's not. People cherry
Yeah.
picking out the good houses now. The ones that aren't as good are just sitting there, sitting there, sitting
Hmm.
there, sitting there, sitting there, sitting there, sitting there, sitting there. My God, and some places like around me, Northport and stuff, man. Like these places are going to be amazing, super cool artist communities before too long. The prices are getting in that range where the cool people actually might come. Some poor people. The cool people are some poor. The artists is stuff that nobody's the people that won't go along with the hamster wheel and won't wear the suit and tie and stuff. The super low one.
Yeah.
The artists and creative people are like, no, no thanks. Oh, communities in Florida soon. The weather's great. Come on down.
Frank is saying to get a better understanding of what Bitcoin really is, go watch Jack's Breaking Bank number 73.
Thank you very much, Frank. It's true. I have gone into detail in the past, so I sort of make jokes about it, but you can't know when this stuff goes up and down and when they go, hey, you know what the new Bitcoin is? What Trump coin, what? Oh my God. What crazy. And I just want to say, since we're talking about Trump, we could read this, but let me just say one thing in
Go
passing.
ahead.
The most important individual in the United States passed away, but most people don't know this. The one that introduced the president of the United States, right, on the inauguration, who did that, right, passed away. People don't know that.
Who passed
People
away?
people don't know the tone that was set for this presidency. Once you know the tone, you know what's going on, right? Who introduced him? Hulk Hogan died. Come on, people.
Oh,
We ripped off his shirt. Come on, dude. We're in pro wrestling. What are you talking about? You think that people were in a pro wrestling match where Eddie will go, the chairs go fly, everything going on. You don't know
yeah.
what's gonna happen. You know it's gonna be a script like that, but you don't know what they're gonna pull. You know what I mean? Is
Yeah.
China gonna fight with us against the aliens, or are we gonna fight against China? Like, obviously, we're gonna have a big blow up at some point. What's it gonna be? I don't know. You don't know. So, know you're at the roulette table, and if you're
Right.
investing these type of things, that's the mindset you need to have because you're
Right.
not one of them. You see what I'm saying? Put your stop losses on your stocks and stuff. But what happened overnight? Did it? Your stop loss didn't work. You see what I'm saying? Because trading wouldn't open. So no, think of it like a roulette wheel. You should, or go to cash and like gold coins and watch the bottom fall out on the next COVID day and be cash with like me and Berkshire Hathaway. Like, oh, I'm doing what he's doing, whatever. I don't. He knows. I don't. You
Right.
see,
Right.
that's all. I don't know who obviously is their main script character. Oh, him. Oh, okay. He always gets it right. So just do what he does.
Well,
That's the way I do
Nancy Pelosi's portfolio does better than Warren Buffett.
Really? So you see what I'm saying? See, they know the script, so follow one of the script knowers that you like,
Yeah.
or go to a firm that knows the script and has that record. Because I don't know the script. You
Right.
don't know the script. They do. So pick someone and have them. Hey, here's your fee. Go make me that money. You know the
But
script.
that's what I started out with. I was just saying follow the money. So
I'm saying. I'm saying.
this is where Trump's putting his money, all this Bitcoin, and then he's going to sign a bill that says USA is holding Bitcoin now, and then all of a sudden it goes way up. It's not. I'm not saying it's never going to go down, but that he's writing the script. It's right there in front of you. All my kids own Bitcoin. What do I have to do? I have to make Bitcoin go
I
up for
hear
my
you.
kids.
I just can't pay for gas or anything that I use any day,
Oh,
ever, wherever I am with Bitcoin. And I need
hold
to
on.
do it
Hold
every single day, everywhere.
hold
You do that with
hold.
dollars.
Now wait a second. I'm gonna find it because you just reminded me. Give me 1 second. You can answer this question for Alpo.
Good.
Can
Yeah,
people
we got,
buy the trust with USDC, which is United States digital currency? Answer that
No,
for
I
now.
don't know. I think we have that up still, but I don't know. I used to have that up, but I don't think so. I think we maybe took down that payment gateway because I'm like, you know, what currency is funny? You know, every you could trade it. What's the biggest currency in the dome, right? It's dollars, baby. That's the way it works. Like if you're in Mexico, what do you want? One of these? Actually, I'd prefer that than our currency. In Canada, they like turn up their nose. Yeah, actually, give me that thing. I'm gonna drive over there tomorrow. Give me that. Yeah. And in other countries or Europe, whatever. You know, the SWIFT system of slavery, SWIFT slavery. You know, it's the dollars. So what?
Here it is. This is the article from yesterday. This is the news, July 30th, right? So that is yesterday. Coinbase and JP Morgan Chase, your favorite bank, joins forces to make it easier to access crypto. So they're going to be, by this fall, you're going to be able to use your Chase card and everything like that to go on Coinbase and buy Bitcoin and whatever else you think you want to gamble on, and or sell it and then move it back to your Chase account. So there's the deal. It's was solidified yesterday, and they're announcing it that by this fall, Chase Bank and Coinbase, Coinbase is the largest exchange for cryptocurrencies. I think Binance might be bigger, but this is an American company. So Chase and Coinbase are partnering up. So there's your answer. Now you're going to be able to get your dollars into crypto and crypto into dollars even faster. And Chase says they have 80 million. There it is, 80 million customers.
So what is this going to do? Speed up the hamster wheel, period, right?
Yes,
Because
exactly.
this is like if anyone is into China, for example, and that script they tell us over there, even if China's real or not, I don't think it is. But let's say China's real or the script's real. Let's use this as an example, okay? So China, the federal government is, you know, let me just say this. The CIA or whatever is putting out information on China, probably all fake, and China puts out information on us. Everything's fake. You know what I'm saying? But basically, they're saying, hey, China is actually in quadruple the, sovereign debt. You know what I'm saying? Because what they're doing is their federal government is like, oh, here's our debt. You know what I'm saying? It's on the books and stuff. And then they're actually at the state level and county level, they're like, actually, you carry most of the debt, and we won't report it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they're doing over there. I don't think, China's the have and have nots. If the story is true, I don't believe in China. I don't believe a word of their story. I don't believe it even exists. But I'm just trying to prove a point. So when someone buys Bitcoin or something like that, they're making they're making dollars more scarce. Why? Because you're going to at some point turn that crypto into dollars, right? So you're going to take dollars out of the stream of dollars without going to a bank and creating new dollars from a debt. You see what I'm saying? You're not deciding anything. So no money got added to the dollar supply. You see what I'm saying? No dollars. Every time Bitcoin is created or goes up in value, more dollars come off the dollar market. You see what I'm saying? And so our hamster wheel speeds up. You see what I'm saying? Because Bitcoin is chasing dollars. Oh, now it's more. Oh, assets cost more. It's a way to make assets cost more hyper fast, which is what they done. And they said, no, this is all in the books. Yeah, you cook the books and you put extra trillion on it. Yeah, but all these, whatever, 10 trillion this year or whatever in Bitcoin, it didn't go on the books. You see what I'm saying? So it's a multiplication effect being an accountant of having it off the books, yet now it's coming in to launder it and pull it off. You see what I'm saying? Well, them dollars is on the books. You can't just make up dollars out there. So they're pulling it. We can't use them. You see what I'm saying? Right. That's why dollars are so important right now, because of Bitcoin. People don't know nothing.
Well, but just to play the other side, the Fed has printed 40% of all dollars in the last 6 years since 2020.
Because of what I just said. To keep
Correct.
up with the Bitcoin soul purchases. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? To make a reason to do all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's really Bitcoin is
Yeah.
doing it. Not COVID, not nothing. It's people buying Bitcoin and betting at the race, betting on the race horses over there. Bitcoin, here we go. Here, come on in. Oh, we came in first. Great. I'm just saying, of course, they cooked the books up and took all your dollars, took them off of that. You're going to need dollars at some point. You see what I'm saying? When they have War of the Worlds, China invaded, yeah, whatever. This stupid, horrible nonsense they're going to tell us that day, whatever the day is, we know it's going to happen. And then they're going to be like, oh, the Bitcoin Mount Gox. It's sorry. Hey, it wasn't a Bitcoin. It was Coinbase and Chase. Like,
right.
What the? My stuff's still gone. Ah! Don't tell me it wasn't Bitcoin. Bitcoin's gone. It was mine. What was the Bitcoin? It's like, well, it was. It's not here. You see, it's so funny too because the devil's such a great character. God love him. He ain't kept me, so but God love him. Here's your Bitcoin money, and then whoop, took it all back on one day. Sorry, what? I might have lied. Oh my god. Yeah, sure, no, go buy some Bitcoin. I'm just saying, hey, don't Mel Cox was the big okay. Anyway, hey, it's all a crapshoot is what I was saying. And then copy the best crap shooters is like what is logically saying. I'm not saying to not do that. I'm agree with that point, but Bitcoin, let's just call it the most evil thing happening in the world right now against us, So investing in your increased slavery is like, well, wait a minute, is that programming that you haven't fully thought through? Because I think of the first one that's ever said what I just said, by the way. No one has ever said what I just said.
I don't think
until
so.
now. So if you tuned in, you heard information that's never come out of anyone's mouth before. Here's your heavy hitter right here.
Kimberly's agreeing. I can't say this enough. You are greatly appreciated. I'm really finding out how powerful this is. I can't wait to share. I'm in total beast mode.
I love Kimberly. She is too. I'm just saying. She gets her work done and she posts her proof in the classroom. We have a private forum. You become a student. You get in there. Well, another thing that got posted this week in there. I love the name of this show, and I saw that, which was great. I'm glad you pulled it. Another thing that posted in there was, "Oh my God, this thing is great. All you do is get in the search bar and you look for what you like." I love that posting that we had this week. It's incredible. I've learned so much. I don't really have a question. Okay, thanks. Like it's amazing, really. So yeah, it's good to have all you people in there learning stuff at different junctures. You're taking off, and there are other Kimberly and Dee Dee and Pamela is here today. Alan, my God, some real heavy hitters in there. Tim is in there, and a whole bunch of people.
How about the mentorship program? There's the YouTube live mentorship program. Are you working on anything specific there, or how's that going inside?
That's going. Anyone that has done the basics and of course should immediately get over there and be a YouTube member. If you want, I would say the best hyper detailed information I've ever done ever. You know what I mean? Outside of the trust, the amount of exactness and detail, like I like if I'm filling out an application, I fill in every single blank. I tell you why. I'm like, oh, I have to pay now, so like cut it off. And like I'll do like 8 videos on one topic, show you every little detail. So although I'm not doing super much current information in there, I have older mentor things too that come as a course. But this most recent information is really recent and it's really useful. I have a short list. I'll probably be added to it. But people, if you don't have the information, you're just wasting a lot of time and energy and money and stuff like that. Because For example, you go, oh, I'm gonna build credit. You do this stuff, and then if you do what I say, and you're in the middle of it, and a month goes by, you're like, nothing reported. This guy's an idiot. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
a whole bunch of the stuff you do in this work, unlike personal credit or something like that, and business credit, some of the things you do can take 3 or 4 months, literally, to
Right.
report. So the sooner you do it, the better. You're building this profile to get like EIDL, PPP, you know, CHINA, money, whatever they're going to call the next one, BITCOIN, yeah, whatever they be giving out for whatever reason, you know what I mean? Mount Gox 2, I don't know. I don't know what it'll
Right.
be. Uh, but Coinbase, we could call it, oh my God, Coinbase, not my cops. Coinbase, oh my God, Coinbase. We could be saying that about Coinbase. Who knows? I don't know. You see what I'm saying? So this prepares, this information, this part of the work, the coursework, you have this information. But if you're just doing like the coursework I've done before, you'd be like, what happened? But this, I do every detail. It's like, see, it's not going to report for a while because X, Y, and Z here. And then eventually I show it reporting. See, here we go. X months later. I really hold your hand through it because I've had to do it so many times. I know the spots where you're like, this is where you're going to fall off the map here. This is where the edge, oh, he's off the edge of the world. Boop. See you later. Bye. It's like you just were not going to get certain things done because I got hung up on this. Our lives are busy,
Mhm.
And so if you get in this, it's just like, do this, do this, do this. Okay, I'm done. That's the way to do it. You see, all this talk we do and that stuff is like the courses and a classroom, it's all set up, so you can really move along quickly. If you have any of that information, your trust open, and you want to build credit and move on, you want to get into the membership program on YouTube. Not many people do, but boy, the people that do are like, Jamie,
Yeah.
like, so shoot next credit card. I'm like, dang, girl. What is it? Okay, that's Canadian dollars. Okay, I don't have to shrink that as much down there. Okay, all right, dang. Whew. What is? Yeah, you feeling like my credit limits are not. Wait a second. How long you been doing this? Anyway, it was in Canadian dollars, but still, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, your ego's like. "Phew." So anyway, you get in there, you do it, and you're just like, yeah, I got it all.
And I put the link up there, YouTube/ at Liberty Aid Academy / membership. So you can go over there and check it out. It's a YouTube membership program. So you got to join through the YouTube program and get in there. And Jack puts out the videos exclusively for those members and then meets live at the end of every month. And so that was just past Monday, I guess. And you'll be doing it again for August, starting tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not doing a live Mondays no more because I've done so much and it's so perfect
Okay.
what's there, honestly, that I did so much where I would do like 10 videos in a week and then I'd be talking about them. I just really made a super detailed, exact course study, and I recommend people get in there.
And Chris Vine says, I'm about to purchase. I'm very excited. Good luck, Chris. Go get it.
It'll save you so much time and energy, everyone. You only need it for 1 month. All the videos are already in there. Just like jump in, get it for a month, and jump out. I don't care. No, I want your progress. That's why I made the videos. I want you to, here's the fastest way to, oh, got me a baker. Let's fillet that sucker. Here we go. Gotta eat, Let's fillet him fast, Okay, who wants to fillet a baker? Here you go, We need your dollars. Thanks. So yeah, Chris and anyone else, I do recommend this, but I mean, it's really, the courses, they work very well. We over the years we've made them just perfect, but then some side things and all these questions that people have that aren't as specific exact topic. That's more like operations as you go. You know, that's over there on YouTube. It's really important information. They're older series in your like course information and like other video stuff that's older, like it's useful,
Mhm.
but it's not hyper up to date with the websites exactly what they look like right now, where you're getting a net 30 is where you fill it in. Come on. I make it so fast for you, you know?
Right.
Like my I did John McCaig Trust and like register the Secretary of State, all this stuff. Register your trust, jump in there and like shoot it to the moon.
Oh, Chris is going to get the mastery bundle, but yes, you should do the YouTube too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you should get the bundle first.
Get a
Because
little
that
push and open your trust. Don't do
plenty
nothing else. Don't
right.
do YouTube then. Don't. Just get your trust open. Do it. You got your two bank accounts open, first and last name trust. It works. My debit card works. Yes.
Yeah.
Then
Once you've completed the steps through the bundle, then you can step up to the master class of what's happening there on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. then I want to be useful to people. I'm an accountant. I don't want you to waste a penny, but I want to be useful. Like, those people that need more information, it could waste your money.
Frank says he's retired his person.
Oh my God.
Congratulations.
Oh, that's like a haiku that I want to repeat forever. That is one of my favorite haikus I've ever seen in my life. I have
Kimberly has done the same.
person. Oh my God. That is like a summation of this whole thing. Oh my God. Thank you, Frank, for that way. This guy is kind of like person haiku. What? Dude, you blew me away with that. That is what? I love it. Oh,
you're very welcome, Chris. Good luck.
Tired by person.
And get in the classroom. There's ton of information inside the classroom. Hit that search bar. Anything and everything you'll ever need is in there.
Yeah, except for some of the things that I really recommend it, even though it looks like everything's in there. When I make a video and I say fill in the blank and stuff like that, I don't do that with everything, but the ones I do, you're gonna blow through. So if you're in that spot in your journey, I would get in there. If you're like, hey, my trust is open, I'm using it, stuff like that, operations, all that kind of stuff. That's where you want to get in there. Okay. It's going to be a really great adjunct to the classroom and everything like that.
Yeah, Chris, the classroom comes with the bundle, and the classroom, you can ask any questions if you get hung up on any of the videos or any of the things you're trying to learn.
Everything comes with the bundle except for this one tiny little thing on YouTube. That's actually the easiest way to say it. You get everything in the mastery bundle, everything. Except for this one thing on YouTube, in case people didn't know about it. That's why Tim nicely brought it up. Hey, in case you didn't know, you're down the path a little bit. Hey, jump on YouTube. You're going to love it. You'll save so much time and like leap forward. So,
but the classroom itself is like a group chat led by Jack, but other people's issues, concerns, questions. So things you might have thought of, things you didn't think of that you might want to, it's a rabbit hole that you can go down.
It's an index,
learn everything.
Private forum that you can search, and I'm the one answering questions. Also, who works here at the school, Tammy, she works in there. But so are many students, some new and some very advanced. Some in your location and some not in your location. So we all have things to share as we go forward. And you can search there. Hey, I'm in Kansas too. What about this in Kansas? And somebody else may have done it. You see, and you can just go read about it. It saves you so much time. As Tim quite often says, and we had this wonderful note in the classroom, like, dude, this thing's amazing. I was like, oh.
Kimberly is asking, is there a time limit on the testimonies?
No. What?
Now wait. There's two ways to look at this. Is there a time limit? Do you need her to submit it before a certain date? Is that the time limit we're talking about, or do you want to, Kimberly, talk about an hour long about how great this? Is that the time limit you're talking about?
Right. Either one of them don't exist. So both of them don't exist. So there are no time limits of any kind that you get added to this. We just want whatever. If you do a testimony, just what you do is you email us. Hey, Tammy, contact@libertyacademy.org. Right? Associated email. Hey, Tammy, I want to do a testimony. Tammy then sends you the thing with a link and all the, hey, here's how we suggest you do it, a video. And it's just like one page thing. You're like, oh, that's a good idea. And you're like, okay. And it doesn't have anything about time limit or anything in there. It's just like, we suggest you point it at your face. Just the super basics, and it makes it very easy for you. Yeah, no, time limit's not one of them. We just want you to speak. And if you want to show your paperwork or whatever, redacted or not, that's all. Just your truth to help others. I've done it. Other people have done it. Helped so many people. And then you get the Trump Millionaire course, and etc. Okay.
Yeah, exactly right. Alex in the house, sharing the love.
Glad
very good, very good. If anybody has a question, please, not too many questions tonight, but shoot it away because we got almost a couple dozen people here and a few minutes left. So Kimberly has a lot to say. Well, that's good. That's good.
She does. I know she does because I've seen her do a lot. So
yep.
I know Kimberly has. The more she was share, I learn a lot from hearing about people's journeys, and I know other people learn a lot from it too. And not just learn from it, also like how to say this, harmonize in a way with you.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you're in the classroom like, hey, dude, I know who they are. I saw their video. And then what you do is you kind of like, get people into your way of thinking of stuff enough. So if something comes their way, hey, I saw your video, you know what I mean? People get back to his stuff in the classroom and maybe help you out. You never know. Like,
Yep.
hey, I know you're in Kansas. I am too. That kind of stuff happens. It's like, I'm right down the street. What are you doing down here? Hey. Interesting things, all kind of things happen, from just a testimony. Not just you teach him, but it comes back to you too. So,
yep. I have met personally some of the members of the inside the classroom who said, "Hey, you're in real estate and you're in the New York area. Me too. Let's meet up. Let's go look at a piece of real estate, see what's happening."
fantastic.
So it's great because again, you're vibing with them. They know you know about the trust, and they know about the trust, and you can speak freely without people looking at you like you're a kook.
Yeah, but anyone that does a testimonial, shows an element of their documents and explains it and all that stuff instantly becomes trustworthy, not just to the humans, but to God. You know what I mean? As a Christian loophole, you turn like your world shifts actually at that point. I'm just being real in a positive way, not in a negative way. Even shifts actually before you make your testimonial, some stuff happens. You're like, you know what I mean? Like, some of the testimonials we have, it doesn't even make sense for me to say. You go watch it yourself. You're like, what in the, and then you watch another way, they begin to add up. And you're like, we have all this proof. And wait, you have a whole bunch of lies and fairy tales and programming over on your side. Pass. Come on over to Liberty Academy. We got proof. Unlike other schools, this is the #1 school in the U.S. Why? We have over 100 testimonials like Kimberly's about to do, right? And let's see, hey, I got it at Stanford. What? You did? That's amazing. So how many people get, how many people you go to learn there? How many does it work for? Like 100% at Stanford? It's like, well, no, there's still a risk. Liberty Gate Academy, you get here, you get the trust, you do this stuff, works for 100% of the people in now, not just in America, but in Canada. Works for everyone. It's not like, okay, I'm gonna have a try. No, it works for everyone. This is like you could, you could do this with a pen or whatever. Okay, have you opened a bank account? Okay, you just open a bank account. Okay, trust is open. You did it. Now, these things to do that we're teaching you, anyone in the USA can do it. You just have to be 18 or older. Honestly, 18 or older.
Yep.
Not everything you can do 18 or older, but you can. I'm going to actually turn my soul over to God. You can do that. Then don't go drink and celebrate. Okay, good. Like I'm just saying, you can do this. This is very real.
Yeah.
Federal government made it up, this possibility with the IRS. They are the ones that did this. So thank you.
Chris is saying it must feel good to see how many people are positively affecting. Thank you for helping us. I greatly appreciate you. Yes, yes.
It does. It does. It does. It's so few comparatively with so many 50 years of proof. That part is difficult, but getting someone and seeing their family lives change and seeing the testimonials, yeah, I'm never going to stop this work if I'm breathing air. No way. Nobody gets traction up on the government system, bankers like I do. No one. So yeah, it does feel pretty good because your lives change. You're happier. You get to spend more time with your children, with your husband, your wife. You know what I mean? Oh, my, parent is not well. I can't come visit you. I don't have the money. And so, you shift over, you get control of the puppet strings. And then you could actually live your life in a caring way from your heart, where they're trying to stop us from caring about our family, watching over our family, being with our family, split us up. You go there, you go there. No, these are hacks to watch over your family. So yeah, I love this work, and I love to see your outcomes, Chris. I do, honestly. That's why I do it. True.
Marion's adding, I just want to say you guys rock. You really changed lives very deeply. Truth will always prevail because Christ is the way, the truth, and life. Heavenly blessings. And hands yellow, red heart. That's an emoji signal. Oh, look at this. Regan Brown up for $10.
Hey, girl.
There we go.
Oh, how sweet is that? She is so nice, Reagan. You're the best. Matriarch and mama. She's like, I'm gonna be in the great kingdom out there, the Poe family. It's like, and I'm with my own family still too. Amazing. Joined them up and has the light of the world, literally. Thank you, Reagan, for your support, and thank you, your whole family, girl. Y'all are amazing, really. My problem is with doing this work is wonderful people like Ray and Chris Vine, all these wonderful people show up, and I have to stay on it. You know what I mean? I can't mess up any. Think of the weight that would be on my shoulder. I'm doing this 50 years. Like, if I was wrong, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's assets mess up everybody's family. You would know, especially from this mother right here. No, the opposite, support. So, just like Chris said, I care about people's lives. That's why I do it. I'm never going to stop. What? They try to stop me. They try to off me. It's like, oh, well, God watches over me. Sorry. I'll be here on Thursdays with Tim. Hi.
As I'm going to leave that up there as we finish that up, and just remind you that the next show every Thursday night at 7 p.m. So I'll let you finish off with your parting thoughts for the week.
Honestly, it's the same thing every time, isn't it, Tim? I would like your family, your family's life to change massively for the better. I would like that, but I can't do it for you. You know what I mean? Hey, I can't be a student for you. You become a student, you get the information. Knowledge is power. This is super simple stuff. I went and I opened a bank account. Now I owe the IRS zero. How easy you can do that? You've already opened a bank account. It's not that hard. That's all you got to do. And the IRS gets zero paperwork forever. Come on, people, just go do that. Okay. So what I'm saying is you need the trust. I can't help you without it. And then once you do that, the rest of the dominoes, ding, 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 ding. Your life changes. More time with your family. Less overtime, less slaving for whoever. All that stuff changes. No. Care about your loved ones. That's your focus. So you don't say, no, I can't do that because, I'm so poor. No, you can make some decisions. You adjust. More time with your family is better. And then they start to learn the things and they become less of a programmed problem. You know what I mean? And then you start all working in harmony, like the wonderful Poe family, like Reagan Brown, Reagan Poe now. It's really amazing to watch the transformation of individuals and families, children. It really is. It's staggering to see it, honestly. Chris Fry really hit upon it. So please get the trust. Please let us help. And we'll see you next Thursday at 7 p.m. Tim Judge in the house. If you need a trustworthy realtor in the 50 states, this is your guy right here. He'll connect you to somebody and help you through the process, even if he's not in your state. Really recommend it. Seriously.
Thank you. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next week.